now why am I calling this man dad and I've never even met him?
And I thought, okay, I'll say something funny so that you can laugh.
So tukakaa tu hapo Kencom. Wacha mimi nianze kueleza venye niko mbele ya archives na niko Kencom.
The answers I'm getting are
Yes.
yes,
No.
no.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Daddy
Daughter
Podcast. Ish, we are on a roll. This is the second episode of this year. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here too. On this series where we are just
Opening up.
yeah, and just letting the people in on our background story and how we got here.
Yeah, so it's gonna be an exciting episode because we are continuing with what we were talking about in episode 1.
Yeah.
So this episode 2, we are continuing with this journey of meeting. So for the last episode, we're giving the background, how our lives were before we knew each other. Before we knew we even existed to each other in each other.
Yeah,
in
before
each
we
other's
knew.
life.
Yeah,
Hey.
before we knew we even existed.
Yeah, so on
Yeah.
this episode we are going to talk about now meeting, seeing each other for the first time, talking for the first time, like
Yeah.
having to hear my voice. Yes.
Yeah, it was very nice because you remember what happened was your mom gave me a number. I think, I don't know whether it was for your teacher or
It was mine actually.
it was your number. Okay.
I think you just didn't know that was my number because I had a kabambe, the small
A small phone.
a small phone.
Yes.
So yeah, my mom gave you my number to call me.
Yes. Yeah, and then I called you and you were so soft on the phone and okay, the kabambe didn't help.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was like, oh my goodness, what am I dealing with here?
My mom had already given me like what to say. She had already told me, yeah, if he calls, this is how you're gonna talk to him. Call and say hi, daddy. And it was weird because now why am I calling this man dad and I've never even met him? So I remember the first time you called, I was in Shags. I was staying with my auntie. So they didn't know I had the phone.
Yeah.
So I had to hide that phone.
Wow.
It was only my mom who knew I had the kabambe. So every time you had to call, I would rush outside to go pick the call. But then you see me lianguka ndani ya washroom.
My goodness.
Ndani ya pit latrine.
Oh
Outside.
my, oh my, oh my.
So yeah, the first time you called, I just remember you talking to me as if I'm a kid. Like, hi, how are you? How was your day? Did you eat? I'm just like, why are you talking to me like I'm a kid? I'm done with my high school and you're talking to me like I'm
Yeah.
in primary or something.
Yeah, yeah. And
How
then,
was it? How was it me talking to you for the first time?
yeah, it was so sweet. I think when I just heard your voice, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, and then I don't know whether I tried to be soft a bit, and then I was trying to, because I like humor, and I thought, okay, I'll say something funny so that you can laugh. And here you are, so serious, you're not even laughing.
We only mean business here.
Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, my goodness. Yeah, but I was like, I can work with this. I can work with this. Yeah, this is good enough.
So before we go to the first time meeting, like in real life,
Yeah.
we started with the phone calls, right? After that, when my mom came, I took her phone. I went through your, like I was stalking you literally. I went through your Facebook, checked every part of your Facebook. Like I knew how you looked. I knew your family before I ever even met you. So I went on that stalking spree. And I remember when taking some photos, my mom was like, hey, come take photos, we send your dad. And it was like a whole secret, just me and my mom doing our thing. It was really nice to have that that like conversation. Yeah, so meeting me for the first time. How was it meeting me for the first time?
Well, meeting you for the first time was so exciting
Oh,
because
before
I
you
had
say
already
that,
seen the photos.
would you tell people
Yeah.
where we actually met for the first time? Literally.
Literally, we met at Kencom.
Yes.
I tried to tell your mom, okay, can you guys come to this other spot? And your mom refused. And she said the spot she wants us to meet is at Kencom.
It's because we didn't know Nairobi. We're coming from Shags.
Oh my
Tumekuja
goodness.
Nairobi last week, part 1.
Uh-huh.
So, like, we didn't know anywhere. It was my first time. I think it was actually my first time walking around in town. So, imagine just
No,
coming.
really. You used to come when you were a kid.
Yes, but I couldn't remember at that time.
Oh,
because
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I had not come to Nairobi in a minute. And when I used to come to Nairobi, we would just spend the holidays somewhere. So I never used to come to town, and my mom didn't really know town very well. So tukakaa tu hapo Kencom. Wacha mimi nianze kueleza venye niko mbele ya archives na niko Kencom.
You're feeling nice.
We're like, oh, so where are you guys studying? And tuko mbele ya archives. Na
Yeah.
hatuko literally mbele ya archives, tuko Kencom.
Income, yeah. So
Yeah.
finally, yeah, I found you guys.
Yes, and you came with a really big smile. You hugged me.
Yes.
And I was just like, I'm not used to hugging men.
Okay.
Why is he hugging me? Yeah, so we went to the next destination. Actually, it was Java. We went to Java Upper Hill.
Yeah.
So how was it?
Java was also it was I'm looking for the right word.
Okay, just
But
say it.
Java was tough. Because when we were driving all the way from Kencom to Java, I was just yapping.
You were talking a lot.
Yes, and I'm trying to make you as comfortable as possible. So we get to Java, and the answers I'm getting are
Yes.
yes,
No.
no.
I think I was in shock.
All right.
Like, just getting to see you. You see, you remember earlier I had already said I had a lot of questions.
Yes.
All the questions disappeared.
Okay.
And I was just looking at this man yapping. You are yapping.
Yeah.
So I think I was just in shock. I couldn't really take everything in. The fact that I've just met you, and I don't know how I used to envision it, but I don't know. I thought I'll meet you, I'll start talking, I'll tell you everything about my life. But I don't know why it's like I just froze.
Yeah, but I think it was, well, a beginning of a very good journey because even when we go to Java, that's when I got to know the things you don't like food, because I was just thinking.
I love food.
Yeah, but the specific
Yeah.
foods you don't enjoy much. Yeah, and then yeah, we had a really nice meal. Of course, I continued yapping and
With
I
your
was still,
afro, I'm just like, oh, this man with an afro.
yeah, like I just stepped out of the 70s. Yeah, and I was also asking myself questions in my mind, and I'm thinking, okay, where do we move from here?
Okay.
Where do we go from here? Like, I couldn't comprehend what just happened. You know, I had already seen you, and here you are. You know, such a pretty thing, and I'm
Okay.
yeah, and I needed to do something, and I needed to be the dad that you want, the dad you've been imagining, the dad you've
Yeah.
been dreaming of. Yeah.
And I think at that time, I still had my intention of just knowing you. I was not thinking about coming to stay with you or you being in my life that much. I was just like, I want to know you. And it was just shocking, honestly, because you are looking good. You are pretty.
Oh,
You're handsome.
thank you.
So I'm just like, wow, okay, this man. So I was just analyzing you, trying to see how you do your things. Because honestly, it's the first time I'm seeing you. So what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? And you're just talking too much. I'm just there. Me and my mom.
You're meeting this guy who does not understand traditional boundaries.
Yeah, like
Uh,
by then you didn't understand traditional boundaries, because I remember even afterwards when we continued meeting for a while,
Yeah.
you went and shopped for me a dress, and I was just like, you're even comfortable coming to shop with me, leave alone buying me anything.
Yeah.
Just coming to shop with me.
Yeah.
Crazy, because earlier on with our traditions and all that, it was my mom who used to do most of these things. Yeah.
But I also thank your mom, because she was really open. I think she understood where I was coming from. Yeah, she was really open, and she was letting you do these things with me. Yeah, so it was exciting.
After we met, now everyone went home. Oh, let me tell you the prep before we met.
Yes.
So, I did my hair that morning.
Okay.
So yeah, the salonist came. She did my hair. I really loved it. I remember. I think you're the one who sent me the money to do the hair.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I felt nice. I was looking cute because good hair. I had my Christmas outfit that that I wore the last Christmas.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. So I even lost track of what I wanted to say after, but anyway.
Yeah.
So after that meeting, you going home, what was going on in your mind?
The first thing was, I had my work was cut out for me. I needed to. You sort of became my project immediately. I saw you. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, this girl, she's got a lot of potential, but we have a lot of work to do. And I'm not going to stop until we get to where we have to be. Yeah, because I remember, even if you are shy, most of us, we are always shy at some point in our life.
Yeah.
But I knew you're a product of me and your mom. So something somewhere had to, come up that is like me, or that is like your mom.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was sure that we were going to be able to work with you. Yeah, and I remember we just got to work, and I started introducing you to things, and my goal was just to make sure you just become the best version of you.
Okay.
Yeah, at first I was really conflicted. I didn't know whether you were going to like what I was going to propose. But I knew the moment I introduced you to everything that you're going to see, or you're going to hear from me, I knew you're going to actually be able to choose something that was going to suit you properly.
Yeah, and when I went home, I just remember trying to like internalize everything that had happened. It felt like a dream, because I remember you even dropped us home. So I was just like, is this really how I wanted everything to go? And I started planning, okay, the way I am. I started planning how I'm going to have the next conversation. And I think from there, it was actually very smooth. Okay, you continue talking to me like I'm a kid until sometime, I don't know when it stopped, but
Yeah.
we continued meeting after sometimes you start we started having conversations of, because I had already finished high school and I needed to go to college, so having to discuss what I need to do, what I want to do, and having to discuss with him. It was strange because you don't know me really.
Yeah.
You don't know the plans I had for my life. And maybe to you, my plans are a bit not the best. But to me, those are the best plans I had. Actually, I wanted to go to nursing school.
Yeah. And me just
You with your
overhauling
projects.
your whole plan. Yeah, but how was it? Do you think it's going well so far?
So far, it's going well because I think you chose something I also wanted. I remember you asking me, "So, what are you interested in?" And I was, I was too shy to tell you everything I wanted because later on, I told you I wanted to be an air hostess.
Yes.
And you're like, "Why didn't you ever say?" I was just like, I was afraid to tell you everything because I was just like, what would you think of me if I tell you I want to be an air hostess? I wanted to be this perfect lady, this perfect daughter. So I wanted to get everything right. I wanted to talk to you in the right manner because remember I had come from a different tradition. So you asking me what I wanted to do, I had to be right. I
Yeah.
had to tell you. I was trying to tell you what you think is right.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell you what I thought you wanted to hear. So I remember just telling you, yeah, I wanted to go to nursing school, but I also like communication. Did I say communication really?
Journalism.
Yes, I told you journalism because I think CUSPs.
Yes. Yeah.
CUSP. Yes, the way they had placed me, I was to do communication. So yeah, I was like, I like journalism. I wanted to go to nursing school and blah 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 blah. Then I remember you just telling me, yeah, go to this college, this college, this college. Go check out this course, this course, this course, and
Yeah.
it turned out to be the best thing, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
and just throwing you in the deep end and just telling you, as much as you didn't know how to
was
navigate your way around
crazy.
Nairobi, but I was just like, you just go.
Yeah. Also, before that, the promises you had. Oh my God, my dad promised heaven.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so far, yeah, you've accomplished most of those goals. Like I loved the fact that we would meet over the weekends on
Yes.
Saturdays or on Sundays, and he introduced me to KFC. I loved KFC.
Yeah.
Every time I would have 3 pizza, 2 pizza. Yeah, so every time that bonding time, you tried to create enough time for me. You would call me all the time. I don't remember me calling you.
Yeah, you never used to call me, but it was exciting, especially the first time. I don't know whether it was like the second or the third time when we met, and then we just went into a shop and got you a new phone.
Yeah, I remember I was tired of my kabambe, and also you were tired of it because every time you could call me,
Yeah.
unanisikia poa. So I remember this day, Litoka took and I'm just like, I want a phone.
Yeah.
So we went into town, we got my first smartphone.
Yes.
You got me some shoes. I still have those shoes here.
Yes.
I can
yes.
actually see them from here.
Oh, good, good.
You got me a perfume. So it was just like you were trying to introduce me to this different life that I didn't know of.
Yeah.
And it was exciting to just learn these things, honestly.
Awesome,
So you creating time for me and creating time for us, it was a really big thing because I think from there, that's when we started opening up and trying to talk.
Yeah.
And that's when you started, like I started talking to you and telling you things about my life. Also, I have a question. So, after our first meeting,
Yeah.
the fact that I was not opening up, I was not telling you anything, I was just like, yes, no, Did you ever think, like, wa, Aki, she's dumb? Or wa, will she ever talk to me?
Okay, the funniest thing that I thought of was there's something you're hiding from me.
What?
Yeah, I didn't think you were dumb, but I just kept on thinking, what are you hiding from me? Why aren't you just opening up and telling me? So I thought probably you had a lot of things that you're hiding from me. So every time I asked a question, you just look for the easiest
perfect
way out.
answer.
Yeah, and
Oh my God.
yeah, and then I was like, no, she must be hiding something from me.
Yo, So behind the scenes, we're discussing a few things that we never told each other before, and it's a bit shocking. But anyway, let's continue swiftly.
Yes.
Oh my God, yeah. As you continue doing life with your dad, you'll always learn something new every day, honestly. So yeah, I've learned something new today.
So moving on, there was now other family dynamics which were coming into play. Your mom tells me now we have to go through the traditional cultural process
Yes.
where
You have to come to Shags.
yes,
You have to bring some cows because, yeah, Western,
I'm
the
not
culture.
laughing because it's funny.
Yeah. So there was a whole culture where tradition where you had to come. If you wanted to stay with me, you would have to come to Shags and do like a small gift, which usually they're just cows, and get introduced to everyone, and they hand me to you and
Officially.
officially according to our traditions.
Yeah.
So you coming to see all that, how was it?
It was really nice. But what actually happened at that moment was I had some serious cash crunch. And then I'm under a lot of pressure to do these things.
Yes.
So I was pushed to the wall, and I'm just thinking, man, can't you just move in and we
Because, you
continue
see,
with this life?
that was very important for my mom because she
Yeah.
wanted to do things the right way.
Yeah.
Remember, I was staying with my stepdad as well, so she wanted to make sure my stepdad knows I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I ever stayed with my great grandma, so she wanted my great grandma to know, yeah, this lady, yeah, anaenda. So it was also hard on her part, on her side, because she wanted to make everything right. So having to wait, and I remember it delayed everything because after sometimes I was like, yeah, we are going to meet. I'm going to stay with you.
Yeah.
So I was trying to make peace with the fact that I'm going to stay with you. So the tradition was a big part of it.
Yeah.
But I think we got through it.
Yeah, we finally got through it, and I remember even when I went to introduce you to my parents, my mom and dad, they were really excited. And after that, now it was just smooth sailing, and
Yeah.
here we are.
And I remember even during that time before I came to stay with you, or before we even went to Shags for you to introduce me to grandma and grandpa, there was this dynamic of going to college.
Yeah.
I wanted to, like, I didn't know which university you wanted to take me to,
Yeah.
because earlier I knew I'm gonna go to college to do nursing, but then here you came to introduce me to uni,
Yeah.
and Aki, you were
Yeah.
just telling me go to. In fact, I think the first uni was go to Mount Kenya. No, I actually
There
went
was
to
St.
Daystar.
Paul's.
I went
There
to
was also
Daystar first.
Daystar.
They were just like, go to Daystar, check if they have this course, check how much it is per semester. Like all that you were just throwing at me. I had to learn. That's the hardest way. I had to learn town and just know everywhere by using Google Maps, because you say like, I got you a smartphone, right? Use it.
Yeah.
So I have to learn how to use Google Maps, and I had to use matatus, no Uber.
Yeah.
So I had to learn the hardest way to look for these schools.
Yeah.
And you were just there to guide me. And it was so exciting because I was not going to go to college immediately. I was to stay at home for like a year, then I'd go the following year because of how my mom had planned things. And already I knew I trust my mom, so I knew the way she had planned things, they were going to happen. So you just coming in and making these things happen a bit faster, it was amazing.
Yeah,
And
it
thank
was.
you for that.
It was. Yeah, welcome anytime, and I'm glad you took it over and ran with it. Yeah, and you're able to choose some, really good colleges, and kudos, you're doing very well.
Yeah. So as we come to the end of this meetup, the first time meeting my dad, I think the one thing, now looking back at it, the one thing I really appreciate about you is creating time for us to meet. You really tried your best. We would meet almost every Sunday. Almost every weekend we would meet. As much as the first maybe 3-4 meetings, I was not saying much.
Yeah.
You would still arrange, you would meet, and you would make me come without using Ubers. You'd make me come to some places, and that way I came to learn about Nairobi very fast. I came to know about Nairobi very fast. So yeah, I'm really grateful about that.
Yeah, and I like the fact that you are really receptive, because I could just see something when I'm just doing my rounds and I'm like, oh, this dress looks nice. I think it will suit you. I get you that dress, these shoes. So you, as much as it looked like I was trying to do an overhaul of you, of everything, it was just introducing you to new things, to new tastes, to new preferences, so that you can see now where you fit perfectly, so that now you are, to expose you for, to
Yeah,
make it,
I remember even going to college for the first time, the way I was dressed. For me, dressing, it was not a big deal.
yeah.
Bora nimeficha uchi, honestly. Like, I don't care. I didn't care much about how I presented myself. As long as I'm clean, that was good for me. As long as I'm not smelling, that's good. But now, you coming in to introduce me to even new styles. But then you've made you've made me, at this point, I don't think I can go buy myself something when it comes to clothes without showing you. And I need to be independent when it comes to that. You need to release me.
I have already released you.
And
Like
you haven't. Like, every time, even when I went to buy shoes recently, I had to take videos of those shoes to show you. And you're
Okay.
like, this one is looking nice, this one is looking nice. So, yeah.
Okay.
Right now, I'm already used to you showing me the type of clothes I should wear. And every time I have to buy something, I have to take a picture and show you first before I buy. And if my dad says, I'm not going to buy that.
Wow.
Yeah, so even you guiding me on what to wear, how to present myself better, I could see the change, because when I started uni at Mount Kenya, I didn't have many friends. And I think it's because of how I was presenting myself. It was because of how I used to dress. I was never big on, I need to do my hair. As long as I blow dried my hair, I'm good to go. I never used to care so much about just clothes. But you coming in and showing me, as much as you don't care, it's just good to look good. So even after, now at the end of my 2 years at MKU, when everything started changing, I could see now people who never used to talk to me, now they started talking to me. That's so sad, by the way.
Yeah.
People who never cared about me, now they were curious to ask me, now they were curious to ask me, where did you get those shoes? Where did you get that dress? Where did you get that top? So just like, okay, now that I'm looking good, now you can talk to me. So that was a big change in my life, and it boosted my confidence like crazy, because now I know I'm looking good. I now care about how I present myself. So yeah, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome, and I'm glad it's working well for you.
Yeah, so we've gotten to the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, remember, this is where we learn, love, and laugh.
Yes, so
Yes.
thank you so much for watching again. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And also, please tell many friends of yours about this podcast.
Yep.
So, yeah, till the next one.
Bye.
Bye.